Your brain is actively lying to you about money right now. Not metaphorically, literally. Every time you tap a card, open a food app, or let a subscription auto-renew, your brain is filtering out the financial pain on purpose. And the result is that most people are spending hundreds of dollars they don't remember deciding to spend every single month and feeling completely fine about it
Oh,
until they
yes.
check their account, which they try not to do too often. Sound familiar? Okay, so here's what's actually happening. You tap your card. The machine goes beep. The screen says approved. And your brain just lets it happen. No alarm, no pain, nothing. $20 just left your account, and your brain treated it like background noise. Meanwhile, if someone asked you to hand them a $20 bill right now, a physical bill from your actual wallet, you would feel it. Actually feel it, like a small, quiet loss somewhere in your chest. You'd hesitate for half a second. Your hand would know what it was doing. Same money, same amount, completely different experience. And that is so stupid. And also completely your fault. And also not your fault at all. Because your brain is being played by a piece of plastic that you asked for and pay a yearly fee for. Here's what's actually going on. Psychologists have this term, the pain of paying, which sounds dramatic but is extremely real. When money is physical, coins, bills, something you can hold, your brain registers spending it as a loss, actual loss. The money was here, now it is gone. Emotion acknowledged, transaction complete. But when you pay with a card, that signal gets scrambled. There's no object leaving your hand, no wallet getting lighter. Just a little beep and a number changing somewhere on a server that you will never visit. The brain doesn't get its clean before and after, so it just doesn't fully process it. The cost becomes abstract, and abstract costs don't hurt. It's like, imagine touching a screaming hot pan, bare hand. You would snatch it back immediately because that feedback is instant and violent, and your nervous system is not messing around. Now imagine doing the same thing but with the thickest oven mitt you've ever seen. The heat is still there. The burn is technically still happening. But by the time the signal travels through all that padding, it's so softened that your brain goes, yeah, that's fine, we're good. Keep touching the pan. A credit card is the oven mitt. The pan is your bank account. Okay, but wait, because the card thing is actually the least weird part of this. It gets significantly weirder, because it's not just about how you pay, it's about where the money came from in the first place, and that changes everything. But first, we need to talk about how money has been quietly getting more and more abstract for decades, and nobody made a big deal about it. First, we traded physical objects, then coins, then paper bills, then checks, then cards, then phones, then a button, then one tap, then, and this one is genuinely insane, auto-renew, where you don't even have to press the button anymore. The money just leaves, automatically, while you're asleep. And you agreed to this. You agreed to this. Which is why the same completely normal person will stand at an ATM, see a $4 fee on the screen, and physically walk 3 blocks to a different bank because that feels like being robbed, and then 40 minutes later spend $18 on delivery fees without even reading the number because the app made it feel like a normal part of ordering food. $4, unacceptable. $18, Tuesday. It's the same money doing the same thing, leaving your account and going somewhere else. But one of them has the psychological energy of a mugging, and the other one just feels like convenience, and your brain cannot tell the difference. Okay, and subscriptions. We have to talk about subscriptions, because subscriptions are basically a psychological magic trick, and nobody talks about it enough. $7 a month, $12 a month, $4 for cloud storage you haven't opened since you got a new phone, a free trial that ended 11 months ago, but you never canceled because canceling requires going to settings, and then account, and then manage subscription, and then there's always one more screen, and you'll do it later. You did not do it later.
Oh no!
Each individual charge is so small that your brain just files it. Background noise. Not worth the mental energy to address. And that works great for the companies charging you and absolutely terribly for you. Because in the background, quietly, across 12 months, all that background noise has been adding up. And when you finally add it all up, which most people never do, the number is always bigger than you expected. Always. Nobody has ever added up their subscriptions and gone, "Oh, that's about what I thought." That has never happened to anyone. And here's the part that genuinely gets me. The Friday paycheck moment. Someone gets paid, opens the banking app. The number looks great, like healthy. The number feels like permission. So they order food, obviously, because they've had a long week and they deserve it. Then they buy one thing online because it is only $12 and $12 doesn't count. Then they add one more thing to the cart because free shipping kicks in at a certain amount and it would actually be wasteful not to hit it. You're basically saving money by spending more. That's just math. By Monday, the paycheck is already noticeably smaller and they have no idea how.
Huh?
No single decision was reckless. Every choice had a reason. And somehow the money just evaporated. Now, here's where it gets actually weird. Because it's not just about cards versus cash, or subscriptions, or delivery fees. The same dollar can feel completely different depending on where it came from. And this is the part that broke my brain a little. A paycheck feels serious, like money you have to protect. A tax refund feels like the government sent you a gift, which it did not. That was your money the whole time. They held it for 12 months, interest-free, and you are excited to get it back. You are celebrating the return of your own property that they borrowed from you for free, and you're happy about it. You're going to spend it on something fun because it feels like bonus money. It is not bonus money. It is your money. But your brain put it in the fun envelope, and now the rules are different. Birthday cash feels almost illegal to spend responsibly. A work bonus feels like permission to do something you'd normally talk yourself out of. And a credit card limit, the wildest one, a credit card limit can actually feel like money you have, even though it is the definitional opposite of money you have. It is a number representing how much debt you are pre-approved to take on. And your brain looks at it and goes, "Nice. We're doing well." Economists call this mental accounting, which is a very calm and reasonable name for something that is completely unhinged when you actually look at it. Basically, your brain takes all your money, which is in one account with one number, and secretly sorts it into invisible envelopes with completely different rules. The rent envelope is padlocked. The tax refund envelope is on fire in a fun way. The subscription envelope doesn't technically exist, so nobody has to think about it. Same bank account, same dollars, completely different psychological rules. The math says they're identical. Your brain says absolutely no, and your brain wins. Every time. Because you're not making these decisions consciously. They're already made before you even open the app. And none of this is because you're bad with money. It's because your brain was never built for this. It was built for a world where money was physical, losses were visible, and you could see exactly what you had. We took that system and replaced it with invisible numbers, one-click purchases, and auto-renewing charges, and then told everyone to just be more disciplined. As if discipline is going to override a system that was designed by billion-dollar companies specifically to bypass it. The game is rigged. Not dramatically, not in a conspiracy way, just quietly, at the level of how payment systems are designed, how apps are built, how subscription pages are structured. All of it makes spending easier and stopping harder. And most people don't even know that's what's happening to them. But here's the thing. Once you see the actual mechanism, once you understand why your brain does this, you start catching it in real time. The oven mitt becomes visible. The invisible envelopes get labels. The Friday paycheck stops feeling like permission and starts feeling like a number with obligations attached to it. And that's exactly what this channel is about. Not budgeting tips, not spend less on coffee. The actual psychology behind why normal, smart people make the same financial mistakes over and over, and what's really going on under the hood when they do. Next video gets into something even weirder. Subscribe so you don't miss it, because once you see this stuff, genuinely, you cannot unsee it.